Hello guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no problem with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. I hope that I'm audible and there's no problem with either the audio or the video. Please do let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. So today we also have a very special guest with us. So I would like to introduce herself. Hey, you want to introduce yourself? Huh? Okay, so basically she's my dog, so she's very shy. Camera. Okay, no issues. Um, okay, so we'll just wait for 5 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us. Then we'll start our CSS class. Up to that point of time, if anybody has any questions, anything else, please do let me know. Okay, we'll wait for 5 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us, and then we'll start off with the class. If you guys, so if there is any problem with the video stream or something like that, do let me know that as well. Okay. Yeah, 28 people are live right now. Don't you guys have any questions or anything like that? Like, we have 5 minutes with us. You can ask your questions right away. Is there any problem with the audio? Newton is saying that there's some problem with the audio. Can someone please confirm the same? Is there any problem with the audio or something like that? No, it's clear. Audio is clear. So Newton, I think so there's some issues from your end. Please try to figure it out. Okay. I'm trying to cross check it because I cannot open my phone and check it right now. That's why I'm telling the other students in the boot camp whether the audio is proper or not. Audio is clear. Okay. Any questions, guys? Like, we have 5 minutes on our hands before starting the class. Do you guys have any questions or something like that? Please let me know. You guys have some questions? We can handle that in the meanwhile. Why are there so less number of students that have turned up today? Is there any special occasion that I'm not aware of? Or just because it's Sunday that the students aren't there in the class? Right, it's Sunday for me as well. I get just Saturday, Sunday, 2 days of holiday working in corporate. So you guys can join the boot camps, man. Huh? Today the chat is very like silent. Like usually people are trying to interact as well. Okay, the PPTs of previous topics I have told my team. They have said that it will be shared on the 6th or the 7th day. That is what has been informed to me up till now. Like they will share it before the project itself. Are you guys in the mood of studying? Like, because I'm able to see that nobody is responding or something like that. Huh? The next bootcamp by me would be on JavaScript and React. And we'll be having the Amazon clone. Shivani, the project will be on the 7th and the 8th day, 2 days. Guys, there are 46 of you. Do you want me to teach today or not? Everybody is so like low in energy today. What happened? Was there a lot many number of assignments from the college? Okay, no issues. So let's start off with our today's class. Okay, today we are going to start off with CSS. I previously explained you the concept of CSS. Can someone let me know what is the full form of CSS and what is its use? there are two questions that I'm asking you right now. What is the full form of CSS and what is its use? Just an overview. I'm not asking about the details. Okay, just to make sure that people are listening to me and there's no problem with that. They are able to understand what we have learned up till now. Okay, so cascading style sheets. That's amazing. That's the full form of CSS. Now let me know what is the use of CSS. Exactly. CSS adds beauty. Like Atharva have said it correctly. It is used for designing. It adds beauty to style up the markup languages. Okay, please remember this. Okay, CSS is used to style up markup languages. You can style up HTML, you can style up XML and other languages using CSS. Okay, so let's get started. We'll be using the same code base that we were using early on as well. The same template as you are able to see from right over here, as well as the same HTML code. Let me just open up the live chat on my phone, so that if there are any questions, I'm not able to skip any of it. It feels very bad. Like I wanted to conduct these boot camps on Zoom, but the problem with Zoom is like as these are free boot camps and like as we are an NGO, it becomes very difficult to like then we will have to invest like 50-60,000 every month on Zoom subscription. That's the reason why we are conducting these on YouTube platform, so that it's free for everyone to learn. Like I don't want students like there are people who can spend a lot of money, that's great, but proper guidance is also necessary. Also, like I saw that very few of you have actually registered for the campus ambassador program. So today I was a bit busy, but tomorrow and day after tomorrow I will take some time. I will be taking each of the campus ambassadors, like calling them personally and talking to them. So if any of you are interested to join the campus ambassador program, do join the same. Yeah, Zuzi, what are Zuzi? Okay, no issues. So let's continue. Okay, so CSS. Let's take up the h1 tag for right now. Okay, let's take up an example for the. So I've opened up the live chat as well on my phone, so I am able to see your comments as well right now. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, this h1 element is all in black. It has no style, no color, nothing like that. Even the background as well is pretty bland, like white background. I don't like white color. Like, yeah, it looks sober, but still, like I want the background to be like, let's say, blue in color. So what should I do? One thing I can do is I can go into my CSS code. Okay, so the entire like background I want it to be blue. So just think about it. Which is the HTML? Like, let me ask you this: which is the HTML tag? Okay, that means the entire web page. Name an HTML tag that refers to whatever you are able to see on your screen. Which will be that HTML tag? Just think, like, don't feel like this is a question. I'm not marking you. I'm not your college professor. I'm not going to scold you as well. Okay. So try to be interactive. Think about it. Which is the HTML tag that showcases the website that you are able to see? That's absolutely clever, Sanjeev. Okay. That's the body tag. Why is that the case? So Atharva has said doc type HTML. See, doc type HTML is just a comment. It basically says that this is an HTML document. It does not say that, okay, this is the portion of the website that you are able to see. Like I said in the previous class, the body tag, whatever you want to showcase on your screen, everything needs to go into the body tag. So the body tag is what you are able to see on your screen. So if I want to change the background color of the entire website, which HTML tag should I use to change the background of the entire website? That is the body tag. So let's do one thing. Let's go back to our code. Okay, we are right over here inside of the body tag. Right over here we are having the body tag. Now we want to change the background color of the body tag. So right over here you need to put up your styles. Okay, the styles that you want to apply. So the attribute to apply any particular style to a CSS code, sorry, to a HTML code, I'm so sorry, to a HTML code is you have to write style is equals to, then in double quotations you have to write what is the style that you want to apply to the body tag. This is the basic full form. What is the style that you want to apply on this particular body tag? Okay, so what we are going to do, we want to change the background color I want to change the background color to, let's say, blue. Okay, so as you are able to see from right over here, we have applied a style called as background color. Okay, right over here, the spelling of color according to your language is COLOUR. This is the UK, the British spelling of color. Right now you're programming. So most of the programming languages, the spelling is usually American. Okay, so COLOR is not a spelling mistake. It's basically American spelling of the word color. Okay, so background color, I want to keep it as blue. Okay, and then I will be saving this page, going back to my website, reloading the page, and right now you are able to see the background color of the entire, yeah, what is this, background color of the entire website, okay, has changed to blue. Now what if this blue, I'm not able to like it, like the default colors, like that you can specify a lot many number of colors, like you could see from right over here. Okay, blue, blue violet, brown, and there are so many colors that you can choose, like maybe deep sky blue. I want to have my color as deep sky blue. I'll be saving this, going back to my page, reloading the page. As you're able to see, the color is changing. But yeah, maza nahi aa raha. I am not enjoying this color as well. I want to search for something custom, something better than this. So what you can do is you can go to your website. You can just search for color palette. Palette generator. Okay, just search for color palette generator. Okay, so colors.co is an amazing choice. See, whenever you are googling something, okay, so let's just go back. Whenever you are googling something, if it's, first of all, you need to learn how to Google as well. You wanted to change the color, you wanted to search for something custom, you didn't had any idea, you're not a designer. So which colors goes which color, this is not something that especially boys can understand. Okay, because I am in the same boat as you guys. For me, it's like, yeah, the all black, yeah, those anything will work for me. So that is something that girls are very good at. But for us, like, what will we boys do? Like, if we don't have a very good taste in color, so it's not possible for us to design a website. That's not true. Okay, for that, you are having this particular, the search for color palette generator goes to colors.co. Okay, Googling is an art. Okay, great. Accept all cookies. Let's just start the generator. Okay, so right over here you are generating color palettes. Okay, right now you are generating color palettes from right over here. Maybe you don't want to generate a color palette. Okay, maybe you want to see the trending color palettes that you want to use. So just click on explore trending color palettes. Okay, it will give you a list of different color palettes that go together. Okay, so for example, let's see, I want my website to be a little bit like classy. But for small children, like a bit classy, because of course children are going to visit the website, but the parents will be the one who will be paying it. So I want some like childish colors, like which can put around in a baby room or something like that. So this color palette looks fine. Let's just take a pink. Okay, so I've copied the color code to my clipboard. Now I can go back. So any color that you want to copy, just hover over it, click on it, it will just copy the color code for you. You can go back to your code, and instead of writing like this deep sky blue or something like that, just remove everything from right over here. Okay, and then paste the hex code. Now this is called as the hex code of that color. Every color would have an independent hex code associated with it. But when you're coding it in HTML, you need to provide a hash in front of that code. Why is that the case? To identify which, like this particular random words that you have written together is actually a hash code. Okay, so when you are saving this from right over here, going back to your website, reloading the page, now you are able to see that color palette has, like the color that you selected from right over there is now the background of your image. Are you guys able to understand up till here? On my mobile phone, this color is not that brilliant. Like here I'm able to see that this color is good. Okay, but I don't know why on the mobile phone it's not looking nice. Just assume it's a baby pink color. Like I also didn't know what baby pink was. Hey, I also didn't know what baby pink was, but okay. No bacha. No. Okay, so let's continue from right over here. So this is called as inline code. Okay, this is called as inline CSS. Now what happens is, maybe I have like, so right over here the style had been applied to the body. Let's do one thing, let's create a horizontal rule. Okay, right over here. After your paragraph tag, let's create a horizontal rule. Let's create a horizontal rule right over here, Control S. So I've created a particular tag that does not has any kind of like starting or ending. So you need, like for example, paragraph tag, you have a content that you need to put inside of it. Now HR is basically called as horizontal rule. It basically like just creates, it draws a horizontal line across your screen. That's it. That's its rule. So it does not has any content inside of it. When something does not has any content inside of it, so you are only going to have like, you need to have a single opening as well as a closing tag. Now you cannot have something, you cannot have a gate. Like, yes, of course, the gate is a single entity that opens and closes on its own. So second type of tag that you will be able to see is a hybrid between the two. So in the closing tag has a hyphen, forward hash in front of it, where forward slash, whereas the opening tag does not has anything inside of it. So right over here, a horizontal rule has been created in such a way that it is opening as well as closing at the same point of time. You can even remove this. You can just have an opening tag. It will still work. There will be no issues with it. But the latest HTML5 properties and the things that rules that have been written for it, you need to use a forward slash at the end while creating the HR. Okay, horizontal rule. We'll go back to our website, reload the page. You will be able to see a horizontal line on your screens. Are you guys able to see a horizontal line on your screen? See, the BR tag is a break tag that will just provide you some space. You want to create a horizontal line across the screen. Are you guys able to see the horizontal line? Please let me know. Great. So learning this much, I'm a new student. I'm like, I can conquer the world. I have understood CSS. I've understood everything. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to style this particular line. I'm going to make it like dotted and like short and like have some colors around it. I will make it awesome. Okay, before we become that awesome person, let's learn one more thing. Okay, that is very important. So right over here, you use an inline CSS code. Maybe you are putting up the same style on all the h1 tags. Now for example, all the h1 tags are now red in color. Let's assume that. Now for example, I want to change the color of all the h1 tags. So I will have to go in every h1 tag, change the color for that h1 tag, so on and so forth. That is very tedious. Like doing, like for example, you have 140 h1 tags. Every single time you will have to like rewrite the code again and again and again and again. I don't want that. So for that, we are having a style component. Okay, so what you can do is remove everything from right over here. I'm just going to remove all the style from right over here, take it back to just being body, and then inside of head. Okay, inside of head, we are going to create another style. Okay, tag, and all your CSS code will go inside this style tag. So for example, I need to change the property related to body. So I just have to write body. Okay, then curly parenthesis. Okay, don't forget this, curly parenthesis, body, then curly parenthesis, and then all your styling that you want to apply, you write it right over here. So for example, I want the body to have a background. Hey guys, you are able to understand now. I'm not going too fast. Like, please let me know. Like, it's extremely important that you guys are able to understand this, because it's not for me that I'm teaching right over here. Okay. So you are having your background color and you want to set up your background color as this hash code right over here. And then you have to put up a semicolon at the end. Okay. You want to put up a semicolon at the end. We'll save it from right over here. Go back to our website, reload the page, and you are able to see that we are still having the pink color right over here. Let's change it to red. Okay, so that the change is apparent to you guys. So we are going to change it to red right over here, so that the change is like, you can see that right now our CSS code is actually working, and our CSS code right now is going to live within this style parameter. Now if I want to style all the h1 tags on my screen, okay, let's go back. Let's change it to the previous color. And I want to change all the h1 tags. So we want to take up the same palette. Okay, I will take up this particular color. No, I will take up this particular color as my h1 color. I'll come back right over here. I want to select all the h1 tags. Okay, then I will put up the background color. Array. I want to put the background color as, let's say, hash, then control V, and then semicolon. Please do not forget the semicolon, otherwise your code will not work. Okay, so yeah, we will be styling the HR tag as well. Okay, that is where I'm leading to. Right now I am trying to make you guys understand some basics. So right now when I go back to my screen, I only have one h1 tag. Let's go down below and let's insert an h1 tag right over here as well. Okay, and we'll write this is amazing. Control S, go back to our page, reload the page, and as you are able to see, the background color for both the h1 tags is now blue in color. Now I don't want the background color to be blue. I want the color of the text to be blue, not the background color, but actual text I want it to be blue. Now what should we do about it? Can someone let me know? Like if they know about it, like that would be great. If not, I'm giving you a small task. Google it. Google it how to change the font color of an h1 tag using CSS. How to change the font color of the h1 tag using CSS. Try to Google it. There's even if you're wrong, no issues, but like what I'm trying to make you guys understand is I want to change the color of the text. Okay, cost of the font family is basically used to change up the font of that particular text. Okay, color. Okay, that's great. You can use font family, but usually when you are using font family, that is only for changing your, like, okay, you want it to be monotype cursive or something like that. So for that you will be having no, it's, see, in coding indentation is not compulsory until and unless you are doing Python, but it is always a great practice to have indentation. Why is that the case? Because it's, your code is easily understandable and legible. Okay, so you can use color. Amazing, guys. So we are going back to our, and we are going to change this from background to just color. Okay, so color, we want to set it as this. We are going to save it. Now we are going to reload our page. So this is the first h1 tag, this is the second h1 tag. We are going to reload the page, and as you are able to, as you're not able to see properly, but the color of the text has been changed to light blue. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Great, guys, amazing. So what we are going to do right now is, like, I don't like this HR line here. It's not funky. I want it to be like something funky, something awesome. Like I want to enjoy it. Okay, so repeat. Yes, sure. Yes, so basically what we are trying to do is we are having our h1 tag right over here and here. Instead of just changing the background of that particular text, we want to change both the we want to change the color of that particular text. To change the color of the text, the CSS code that you have to use is just color. Okay, so you are selecting the h1 tag, then you are having color, and then you are specifying the color. Yes, you can change both the color as well as the background color at the same point of time. Let's put up this from right over here, and we'll change the background color to, let's say, red. So that's for right now, just to make sure that everything is legible. So as you are able to see now, the background color as well as the text, the color of the text has changed. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. The CSS is also written in another page and HTML in another part of. Okay, so we are going to come react to that. Right now I'm taking it step by step. First I introduced you into inline CSS. Now I introduced you to block CSS. Then we are going to like separate CSS like pages as well. Okay, so line by line we'll be going. We don't want to take it a bit faster because setting up the basics is very important, because we will be coming back to this when we will be learning about like hierarchy in CSS. So there's a hierarchy that you have to follow in CSS, which people in the starting phase should know. So that's why I'm building up the basics right now. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand it. Okay. Okay, great. Now I don't like the HR. Okay, so let's change its color. Okay, let's change its color. Okay, now this is not going to work. I will tell you why. But let's now change the color. COLOR. I want to change it to, let's say, black. Okay, we want to change it to black. Let's save it right over here. I'm going back to my website. I'm reloading the page and you will be able to see that nothing happens. It still remains the same and I'm not able to understand why. Why is it not happening? Like, did I make some spelling mistake? Did color is not a property that I should have used? What is the issue? And we need to identify it. Okay, we need to make sure that we are able to understand. So what we are going to do is we are going to search for the same. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to search for our HR. So basically every website that you're currently using has some default CSS to it beforehand. Every website that you are going to use has some default CSS that has the font properties specified, that has the size specified for all the attributes, that has some kind of color specified, some other properties specified to all the attributes that you are having, all the tags that you are having on your screen. So we need to find that particular default CSS page. So we will search for it. Default CSS MDN. Okay, we are going to use the MDN documentation. So this is the default documentation that we are having right over here. Now what we want to see is we want to see it for Chrome. So let's see default CSS. Okay. We want to search for HR. Okay, we want to search for HR. So let's try to find it. Let's go back. Default CSS MDN HR tag. Okay, let's see, able to find the same. Okay, I'm not able to find it right over here. Let me just do. Let me try to find it. MDN, default MDN. In default same. We want to check. Okay, so this I'm not able to find it right over here. This is matches the defined forms button. Tags examples here. Okay, so okay, so no issues. I know the answer. I'm not able to find it right now, so I'll just let you know. So there is some property associated with HR that is called as, let me just check up the name if I'm not wrong, border style. Okay, so there is a proper segment to this. You can search for it. I'm not able to find it live right now, but if I'm able to find it, I will show it to you in tomorrow's class. So basically there is a default value associated with the HR called as border style. Okay, that is basically that specifies how your border is going to look like. If I'm setting the border style, I want to change the border style. Okay, I want to change the border style to none. Okay, I want to change the border style to none. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go to our website, reload the page, and you are able to see the HR, the entire horizontal line is now gone. What do you mean by none? When you are fitting anything to none, its height, its width, its everything becomes 0. Okay, there's no height associated with it, there's no width associated with it, so because it becomes none. Okay, it becomes nothing at the end of the day. Now we don't want that. We want it to be there. We want it to have a particular length. We want to have a particular width. Okay, so that is what we want to do. So let's do, yeah, border style is inset. Okay, that's absolutely clever code with Akhil. the border style is inset by default. We have changed it to none. So we need to specify a height right now. Okay, so let's put up a height. Let's put up the height as like 2 pixel. Okay, let's put up the height as 2 pixel. Let's see what happens. Let's go back to our website, reload the page. Okay, so now it has a height but no width. So let's put up some width as well. Let's put up a width of, let's say, 100 pixel. Let's save this from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. Okay, it's still not coming. Did I make some spelling mistake right over there? I put up the border style as none. That should have worked. Let me just cross check it. So we are having this border style none. Okay, but we had the thing. Yeah, these are the default CSS for the HR tag. That's absolutely clever, guys. Okay, so they have written it right over there. You will be able to see some of the code. You just cross check it. Yeah, that's correct, guys. Whatever these guys have written, that's absolutely correct. Okay, so we have set the border style as none. The background color, did we check up the background color for the same? Okay, so instead of writing color, we need to have it as background color. Okay, so the background color is now black. Let's reload the page and check whether it is working. Yeah, now we are able to see our HR, our line. It's 100 pixels wide, and we are able to get some color as well inside of it. Now maybe I want it to be dotted. Okay, instead of having just a small line, I need it to be dotted. So I can just change it to DOTTED, dotted, and then I can reload the page and I will be able to see that. Okay, so it didn't work or something like that. So we need to specify. Okay, so something happened right over there. Check it. So it should have come up dotted right over here. Move the width. Let's check again. Okay, maybe the dots are combining with each other. So let's have the width right over here and change this to 20 pixels. Let's check if that works. Okay, no, the dots are becoming too huge according to me. The background color is set to black. Let's try to change that. Let's change the background color to white. Let's check up the background color to white. So the dots as well as the background is becoming black at the end of the day. So we want just the background to be white and have some dots around it. It's really very tiny. If you are able to see the dots, that would be awesome. Are you guys able to see the dots right over here? Are you guys able to see the dots right over here? Because it's really very tiny. So okay, let me try to zoom in a bit. Are you able to see the dots right now? Are you able to see the dots right now? So it's really very tiny. Yes, we have some other properties in which we can increase the size of those dots as well. But right now, I hope that you guys are able to see the dots. Amazing. So we have made it dotted, but still, like, it's not something that is like good enough. Like, we need to improve it beyond that as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to add some more features inside of it, some more stuff that we are learning along the way. So even though this is dotted, it's not something that we will actually take up upon as a separator. So let's go back to our drawing board. Let's try to change this. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to have, like, you need to understand right now, when you were able to see those dots, it was on all the 4 sides. Like, you are having dots on the top, you are having dots on the bottom, you are having dots on the sides as well. We don't want that. So what we are going to do is on the top, we want it to be dotted. Okay, On the bottom, we don't want anything. And sorry, NE, none. And then on the sides as well, we don't want anything. So we can specify that. By default, if you're just specifying dotted, all the sides would be dotted. We want to specify that only on the top we want dotted and the rest we want it plain. So let's take up the border style as dotted, none, none. Let's save it from right over here. Go back to our website, reload the page. Now let's zoom in a bit so that you are able to see. So you're able to see all the other sides does not has any dots over it, whereas just we are having the dot on the top. So if you want it on a single line, what we need to do is we need to remove the height property. We need to remove the height property itself. So let's comment out the height property. So once a particular line of code is commented, it has no use. Okay. So we are going to use this. Let's save it from right over here. We have removed the height. Okay. So what are comments, guys? Comments are basically lines of code that we don't like want the compiler to understand. Okay. These are for the humans itself. It's not for the machine to understand. So those are called as comments. If you want to comment any line of code, you can just, or decomment as well. You can just select that particular line of code and then select control and then forward slash. Control and then forward slash. That will help you comment the things out, or else you can directly type forward slash star and then star forward slash. Both would work. Okay, there are no issues. So don't think that okay, this is the only thing that we can do. There are various things that you can work upon with. Okay, are you guys able to understand right over here? Let me just see. Are you guys able to understand from right over here? Please let me know. To give different colors to the same text, there are various like so span is one of the elements that you can use. You can just put up span and color that particular span of code itself, so that you can use to color different text. Okay, are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. Okay, so next what we want to do is we want to change the color of the dots itself. To change the color of the dot, the style associated with the same is border color. Okay, so border color. Okay, we want to change the border color to, let's see what will go with the website. Okay, the website is not that great. Let's take up something from the color palette itself. Let's take up this blue, I guess would work. Let's take up the light blue. Let's take up hash and then the light blue right over here, and let's save it. So let's go back to our screen, reload the page, and as you are able to see, now the color of the dots has changed to the default like blue dots itself. But I don't want these white dots, like it does not look good. So what I will do is I will just I will just comment out the background color. I don't want the background color, I will just comment it out. When I'm going back, reloading the page, now you are only able to see the blue dots. Are you guys able to see? Let me just zoom in a bit. You're only able to see the blue dots right over here. Now I want to increase the size of those blue dots as well. Okay, to do that you are going to use border width. Okay, to increase the size of the dots, you are going to use border width. Okay, let's set it up to like 5 pixels. I think so, that should be it. And let's increase the width to like 500 pixels. Let's just like that we are able to see it much more appropriately. Reload the page. As you're able to see, the size of the dots increased. Okay, as you're able to see, the size of the dots increased right over here. You can increase it beyond that as well. I can take it up to like 10 pixels. Like I can increase it as much as you want. At the end of the day, I'm just taking up an example right over here and increasing the size to 10 pixels, saving it from right over here, going back to our website, reloading the page. And as you are able to see, the dots become even larger. Okay, are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Amazing. Now, see, we have styled this HR right over here. Now, sometimes you might not just have just one website that you want to style. Usually, when you are making websites, there will be like at least 6 or 7 web pages that you will have to write the HTML code. And usually, all this, so if you're going on Facebook's landing page and you're using the app and you're going to your friends' accounts, your own profile, or scrolling through the images, the website does not change. The colors, the styles remain the same. So what will be like, so there are like thousands of pages that Facebook has. It won't be like a good idea to take every time when you're making a HTML page to copy this entire style and then paste it right over there. That is just increasing. So this is an HTML file. This is not a styling file. Okay, and these HTML CSS like all the code that you're writing right over here, it will be like 10,000, 20,000 lines of code usually when you are making a website, a good website. You cannot have like 90 lines of HTML and then 20,000 lines of CSS in one file. It won't be legible for the person who is just here to edit the HTML file. So for that, what we do is we don't use this style tag. We use a particular external file. So we create an external file. We name it as style. You can name it as anything. It's not a compulsion to use this. Okay, style dot css. Okay, the name of the file is style dot css. You can name it as shaurya.css, parag.css, ashish.css, anything. Okay, style dot css. Once you have created this file, all the CSS code that you wanted to have, copy it from right over here, Control X. Okay, and paste it inside the style.css, and of course remove the style tags. Okay, you don't require the style tags right over here. You just write your CSS code. As you're able to see, you just have your CSS code in this particular file. You just have your HTML code in this particular file. Everything is now divided into files. Now to use, so when I'm going back to my website, reloading the page, you will be able to see that everything went back to its default values. Everything just went back to its default values. We don't want this. We want the new styles to be added to this page as well. What you do is you go into the head. You have a particular, so can someone let me know? So somebody was telling me about external CSS files. Can you let me know which is the tag that we use in HTML to attach or link our CSS file? Can someone let me know? So we can use one HTML page too many times. Yes, Ria, you can also do that. Okay, there's no issues with that as well. ARF, no, yes, Hemant is absolutely correct. It's link. Okay, so the tag that you are going to use is link. The relationship between these two pages, so the current page that you are having, index.html, and the page that you are assigning is style sheet. Okay, so the link that you're going to put up right over here, okay, the attachment that you're going to have, the page that you're going to link right over here, the relationship between the current HTML page and that CSS file, that this CSS file is the style sheet of the current HTML file. And then in the href, that is the reference to that particular file, we're going to write style.css. Okay, because it's in the current same folder, so we are going to just write style.css. We're going to save it right over here. We're going back to our website, reloading the page, and as you are able to see, your CSS file is separate and it is able to apply all the items right over here. Now if you are creating another HTML file, let's say shaurya.html, you can just link the same CSS file. You don't have to copy paste it. You don't have to write a single line of code. You can just write style relationship style sheet, sorry, link relationship style sheet at href style.css. That HTML page will also take up this entire pattern. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. We are using code sandbox. We are using code sandbox right now. Amazing guys. You guys are so smart, man. Like, great. Okay, so I will stop right over here with the CSS portion. Okay, we are going to continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to see width, height, all the measurements and everything that are there, how to make a responsive website. We are going to learn about the box property, okay, grid property. We are going to learn about margins, paddings, all these kind of stuff tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, not at the end of the day. See, if you want, I can give you a task tomorrow. Okay, I will give you a small task tomorrow to do it. It would be great if you guys are able to do it, and I will ask you to submit your code sandbox link in the live chat, and we will look at some of those projects. Will that be fine? Is one HTML file enough for website which contains like so many web pages? No. Usually you have like for every web page that you're visiting, sometimes each web page can also have 3-4 HTML files associated with it. When you will be going to React, these will be mostly component based, so you will just have one HTML file, and then you'll be having like thousands and like lakhs of components that you will be using on that. Okay, so tomorrow I will be giving you a practice code as well for CSS. When you will be learning everything, they will have one practice code that will give you. Okay, will that be fine with everybody? One more thing, like many of you haven't joined the Campus Ambassador program. I would like to interact with all of you. It will be great if you are joining the Campus Ambassador program. I will, in like 1 or 2 days, I will be starting to call the Campus Ambassadors as well. We'll have a talk. We'll try to discuss what we can do for your college as well. Okay. How to share our developed web page? I will be letting you guys know. Just try to make sure that you are using code sandbox for doing the tomorrow's assignment, so that the link would be easily shareable. Okay, the link to the Campus Ambassador program is down in the description of the video itself. You can definitely come to the Campus Ambassador program from there. Okay, so you will be our representatives in your school or in your college, depending upon from where you are. Okay, is this front end? Yes, this is front end. Can you drop the code sandbox link right over here? See, I'm not very sure if I'm like putting up the code right over here, will that be editable or not? Because if it is editable, it will be a huge problem for me. So that is the reason why I don't want to share the code. Otherwise, like it would be a huge problem for me at the end of the day. Let's I will share it on the last day if that's possible. Okay. Basically, Campus Ambassador is like you will be our intern, our representative in your own college, and you'll be helping us set up some events for your college, maybe some hackathons, maybe some boot camps, webinars, all these kind of stuff. Is it possible to put a picture as a background on site in spite of some solid color? Yes, it is possible. You can definitely check it out. Okay, do Google it, try to explore it. It's possible. I'm letting you know right now so that you're not like nahi mil raha. Okay, it is possible. You can just search for it. Okay, if you're not able to find, let me know. I will help you out with the same. Okay, one more thing, guys. So our batch for the full stack as well as data science is going to start from 15th of May. So if you guys are interested in the same program, the same I showed you all the theory and everything that we are going to cover in the entire 3 months. So it's basically a 3-month training and internship program in which you will be having these instructors from various different companies like Amazon, Google, CodeChef, McKinsey and Company, Morgan Stanley, Sony, then Goldman Sachs, Cisco, Oracle, HP, Porsche. So these will be the instructor who will be teaching you live. So it will be similar to this, just that the platform where you will be learning will be Zoom. So there will be like 2 hours of classes every single day for 3 months, and you will get 1 day of holiday every week, not more than that, because you need to complete it in like 3.5 months itself. So it will be every single day 2 hours of classes. Then the instructor will also be there. You can approach any of the instructors from any of the companies, and they will be helping you out after the classes. In the classes as well, if you have some doubts, of course it's a Zoom meet. Of course you can contact them. You can ask them. These will be the guys who will be teaching you on a daily basis. If you are doing good, like the main purpose why we are bringing these guys are that first of all, these are pioneers from the biggest companies in India, so they have a lot of knowledge to share with you. Secondly, if you are doing good in the program itself, these guys usually refer you to their companies for future internships as well as jobs as well. So it becomes very easy for you to get into a good company. The third portion is, it's like, of course there are some charges because these people are from Google. Nobody from Google is going to come and teach for free. It becomes very difficult to convince them as well. So we have taken up it at cost itself. You don't have to pay anything extra. The current cost is, you for registration you just have to pay like 1,000 rupees. That's it. And then the monthly charges are like 2,000 rupees. Like the total charge for the entire program is like 8,000 to 9,000, and you just have to pay like 1,000 for registering yourself, and the rest you can pay it on monthly basis, so that it becomes, I am able to understand. I was also at one point a student, like I didn't carry like 10,000 rupees with me, and nobody has that kind of cash as well. That's why we suggest students to do the program for 2 months, start with their freelancing work from there itself, get clients, and from the third month they are earning money. This is what we are doing, and this is a proper training as well as an internship. So you will get a letter of recommendation, internship completion certificate from Google as well as from us. So that is what we are able to provide at the end. So you can put it up as your summer program. You can put it up as your 6 months internship as well. That's totally up to you. Okay, it will be great to see you guys if you want to join the same. I will also be one of the instructors right over there, so it will be great to meet you guys face to face. If you have any questions, anything else as well, you can definitely, what all will they teach? Yeah, so right over here, you will be starting off with C++, DSA and competitive programming. They are being taught by a particular person from Google, Barclays, Cisco, as well as the CP portion. Competitive programming will be taught by a particular person who is 47 in the entire world on CodeChef. So CodeChef is basically the platform where you go for competitive programming. So he is 47 in the world rankings right over there. So these guys will be teaching you competitive programming. They're starting with C++, then DSA, then CP. For the live sessions, there will be like 2 hours of live classes, 5 to 6 days a week. And you will be having projects as well. And these guys will be teaching you live in the Zoom classes, all these topics. The best thing is you don't have to have like any prior knowledge. Okay, they will be starting from the basics of programming to JavaScript, and then slowly and steadily they will be taking you up. Okay, so you don't have to have any kind of knowledge, prior knowledge. The only thing that we expect from you guys is that you should know English. That's it. Because the communication would be in English. Yes, if there are some problems in understanding, we can help you out as well. But the communication will be in 100% English as well. That is the reason why I'm saying that English is the only prerequisite and nothing else. The rest will be having in the class itself. The registration fees is just 1,000 rupees. Okay, after that it's monthly. So 3 months the program goes on. So it will be like 2,300 rupees per month approximately. And the total cost will be like 8 to 9,000. That is the total cost. I don't have a exact idea about the cost, okay, because all the money comes in, we have to pay the taxes, pay the instructors, because see, if a particular person from Google is going to come and teach you every day for 2 hours, he's earning like 6 lakhs a month in Google. He won't be leaving his job and joining us right over here if you are paying like pennies on the dollar. So that's the reason why, and see, the same program, if you're going anywhere else, I can challenge you this, if you're going anywhere else, it will cost you around 1.2 to 2.5. So Scalar Academy charges you 2.5. If you're going with something like, let's say, what's its name? I forgot the name itself. Upgrad or something like that, that will charge you 1.2 lakhs. If you're going with like Coding Ninjas or something like that, that will be just pre-recorded. There will be no live sessions. And that will charge you about 30 to 40,000 rupees. So that is the reason why, being a non-profit, we are able to reduce the prices as much as we can. Okay. How many certificates will be provided? So there will be like letter of recommendation. Each topic will have its very own certificate via us as well as Google. So both, for example, for React, you will be getting certificates via Google. For JavaScript, you will be getting certificates via Google, and so on and so forth. At the end, we'll be providing you letter of recommendation that basically you can use for your future. If you're joining any job or something like that, your placement opportunities will be provided to you. Internship completion certificate will be provided to you. Okay. They annoy so much by the no issues in that. Okay, so that is what I wanted to say to you. If you are joining, it will be great. We'll be able to meet as well. And yeah, so I will show you the attendance link right now. We'll send the current PDF of the bootcamp by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That is what my team has informed me that their plans are. They'll be sending the PDF that we are going to use tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That is what they have told me up till this particular point of time. Okay. Okay, so we'll stop right over here. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll have a blast and hope to see you guys in the bootcamp, future bootcamps, or as a campus ambassador, or even in the program. Anywhere you are a part or your ecosystem of DevTown, we'll always be there to help you guys out. Okay, it will be starting from the 15th of May and it will be in the evening. Okay, the classes will be in the evening. We cannot have the classes in the morning because these guys are actually working at these companies. So the classes are after 6 or 7 in the evening itself, not before that. The Zoom meetings are exceptionally small. Like usually it starts off with like 60-70 people and then like the number of students reduce. No issues, Pradham. For example, if you are enrolled in the May batch, you are starting from the May 15th batch, and for example, some of your exams or something comes up, okay, you can just tell us and we'll reschedule it. You don't have to worry about it. We will shift you to the next batch, or maybe we'll ask the students if many of them are having exams. We will take the batch a bit further. See, because for us, it's very important that you guys are able to enjoy the learning process, because only then you will be learning as well. I could have told you like, okay, this is a book, just study from it. This is not JEE Mains, this is not physics, chemistry, maths. You have to enjoy being a programmer. Only then you will be able to learn a lot. That is the reason why we try to make the batches small. We are like having interactive sessions with the instructors. There are no like recordings and everything. So for example, you are entering into a Zoom class. The Zoom class, once it happens, it's live. You are able to interact with the mentors, just a normal Zoom class. Then the recordings are also provided to you for that Zoom class. At any point of time, if you want to like, okay, think about it. Okay, so I want to like, I forgot about JavaScript, ES6. I'm not able to remember arrow functions. I need to revise it. So the recordings are provided to you with a lifetime access. You can go back to the recordings, watch it, make your notes if you have forgotten about it. If you are skipping on a particular class. So for example, I was not well today. I was not able to attend the class. The recordings are provided to you after 1 or 2 hours so that you are easily able to attend the class as well. Kaustav, that is a small bug that we are having in our website right now. Don't worry about it. If you are interested in the same, like, can I know how many of you are actually interested in the same? Because the seats are extremely limited. We are able to start just one batch every month, not more than that. And sometimes we are starting like in 3 months or 4 months, just one batch. Because like we need to make sure that we are not getting too crowded and the students are able to enjoy the process. So can someone let me know like how many of you are interested to join the program so that I'm able to calculate, okay, so if this is the case, I will have to have a new instructor as well. Okay. Again, you don't have to pay the full fees. Okay, I'm making it very clear. You just have to pay 1,000 for registration at once in the starting. Then you will have to start off with your monthly payments before like 10 days before starting the batch. So that is how we start, so that everybody starts on and onboards accordingly. Okay, that's great. So we are having like 10 people who are interested to join the program. It will be awesome if you guys are joining. Then I don't need a new instructor. Okay, right now I guess I have like 25 seats available in full stack. In data science I have 30. In full stack I only have 25. I don't have a lot of seats available. Okay, the registration link I will be circulating on all the WhatsApp groups. The amount will be 1,000 right now. And then you will have to start off with your monthly payment 10 days before the batch. Okay, so we'll be guiding you through the entire process. You will get assistants who will be guiding you through the entire process. You don't have to worry about it. Form fill nahi ho raha. Yeah, the form is like accepting responses. There are 72 responses right over here. Let me check how many people have filled up the campus ambassador form. Yeah, sure. So any program that you're joining, so if you're joining full stack, you will get the recordings for data science. If you're joining data science, you will get the recordings for full stack. So that you don't have to buy a new course, you have the recordings, you can watch that and learn from it. Okay. So we don't want our students to be like कि हाँ एक बार 9,000 खर्च किया वापस 9,000 खर्च करते हैं. That is just bullshit. Okay, you should be able to enjoy the learning process. It shouldn't be a burden upon the students. Okay. Okay, great. I've already shared the attendance link, unique technical. Okay, just scroll the video a bit behind, you will be able to find it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I had a blast with you. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll have some talk and then we'll start off with CSS. Okay, I will bring an assignment for you as well tomorrow by sure. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. The recorded language will be in English itself. Like everything will be taught in English. That's very important for us. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.